Surprise, we're live. We are here tonight.
Hello, hello.
Howdy, y'all. It's good to be back, and it's just been a busy month and a half for this guy. I can't make any plans. It seems like every time you make plans, there's a hiccup. So, speaking for that, of course, Center Hall is the big weekend pool for East Coast Pro Pulling, and that's now pending for JR. I'll know more tomorrow. So, John Smith, Gloria Smith, if you're watching or hear this, don't write me off just yet. I just talked to John a couple of days ago and told him, yeah, I'll be there. It looks like we're okay. But I have another person with some physical ailments here. And pretty soon, poor old mom's going to be the only one left on anything because the way I've been walking around with two knees. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, that's enough about me and my woes. How's Kendra and Klub Kendra and the pickles and the boys?
I am great. We just got back from a fun weekend in Shelbyville, Kentucky. Went down there to pull with the Silver Series.
You did? Where was Norm?
He did. He did. I was just there. I was just there.
You're a team.
I'm just the cook. That's the only reason I get to go.
Oh,
I'm the cook and coffee maker. That's it.
I can cook and do coffee.
Yeah. No, we had a good time. He definitely wants to make some changes for this weekend. Tomorrow morning, bright and early. Actually, it won't even be bright and early when he wants to leave. It'll just be early. We're heading to Shy Diesel Extravaganza. So pretty excited for that. It's going to be super hot out there. I think it's like 100 degrees tomorrow and 99 degrees on Friday.
Wow.
So thankfully, the trailer does have AC. So if you need me, that's where I'll be.
It's got a curtain.
It does have a curtain.
I synced it.
I'll tell you what, Norm is such a lucky guy.
Okay. This is a family-oriented show.
No, it's going to be a good time out at Shide. I've never been. I've heard lots of fun stories.
I want to go so bad one day, but it doesn't work. Hi, April. Clark Oatman. Hey, guys. It's been a while. Clark, how you been? Clark, it's been hot off and on. And when I mean it's hot here, probably what you guys are getting, high 90s and low 100s with heat index and stuff. But right now, it's very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very comfortable. Low to
April,
mid 80s.
Go ahead. Oh, no. He just mentioned the C word.
Gosh. I had that twice, Clark. It's no fun. First time is miserable. Second time, I was getting infuriated. I kept testing positive. I couldn't go nowhere. Missing a lot of pools. This year, I've missed more than I've been to. And in 20, 25, 30 years, that's normally not my routine. It sucks, but family first. But anyway.
April, I'm surprised you're not at Luray tonight. I'm sure many people probably are surprised. I'm not in Luray tonight, but like I said,
raining?
No, it's not raining. They're pulling.
Okay.
Yeah. With
him
wanting to leave celebrating early, I figured I'd want to start the weekend worthless. Huh?
I think what Clark's leading on is Clark's saying, I guess that heat's coming this way. So
we're heading to it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, she's working. Darn. That stinks. But anyway.
April, you just got to get your priorities straight. I understand. I know all about the W.
Yeah. Nobody has time for work when it's pulling season.
Correct. But really, we're gonna cover it. Dwayne Martin is slated to maybe come in before the end of the show. Of course, Dwayne is part of the Beast of the East crew. We had him on our last show a couple of weeks, I guess it was 2 weeks ago. And hi, Clint. Clint Yance is here. And we're going to dwell back to the Beast of the East event that Dwayne was speaking of. It was their last event for the season. And I'm telling you what, I really enjoyed I enjoyed all the classes there. And I really enjoyed the Appalachian Outlaws classes. I got to see some old buddies pool, the Landis family, and a few others that I haven't seen pool in a few years. or some that I do the Power Pulling Productions website, and I type them names. I've been typing names for years, and I finally got to see them pull. If I could put a vehicle, I mean, I knew the vehicles and stuff, but it was cool to get to see them run. And I almost actually took a trip west. If Dad was, he was on a spurt there doing really good, and he still is. But it's I just couldn't quite get away with the other stuff that's starting to happen here. So, but I had to kind of stay close. What was I going to say? Oh,
We were talking about Dwayne
Beast of
and
the
Beast
East.
of the
Yeah,
East.
they
Yep.
fantastic job. We got the first classes on each track in. We got a quarter of the way through on my side and Mike's side as well. And the rains came, and I mean it poured quick. Wasn't a super long lasting downpour. These guys worked the track, went back to pulling, and I kept watching. I looked at the radar. I said, Dwayne, because he's finish line flagger. I said, Dwayne, have you paid attention to the radar? And he goes, see that? I said, just ignore it. Don't watch it. Get her done. And that's what those guys did. Bam, bam, bam. They were safe about everything and knocked it out. And they knocked it out of the park. Those guys, after the rain delay, got the track whipped up into shape, and they ran a super, super show. Super awesome, super quick show. I can't say it enough. I know I shouldn't say, a lot of places could take lessons from these guys because these guys just get her done. But anyway, how many events do you have, Kendra, to cover?
I have Harrisonburg and Center Hall to go over.
Harrisonburg and Center Hall. I'll tell you what, Harrisonburg would have been first, I guess.
Yeah, Harrisonburg was last Saturday.
Why don't you go ahead and hit us up with Harrisonburg, and then we'll jump over to here, and then we'll let you catch up with Center Hall that's currently ongoing.
Yeah. Well, no, the Ray's ongoing tonight. Center Hall is.
So Interstate.
The fair at Center Hall is still going on.
Yeah, East Coast Pro Pulling will be there Friday and Saturday. So.
Yeah, but to carry on with what you were saying about Beast of the East, we were just happy to. It had been 3 times in a row that we loaded and unloaded the truck and weren't able to pull. So we were very, very happy to finally be able to hook. We actually counted it up, and it's been, I think we've hooked 7 times with East Coast and have been rained out or canceled 6.
Yes.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Yep.
We had all those hooks on the schedule, and then with everything happening. Anyway, so Saturday night in Harrisonburg, Virginia, had just about every interstate class on hand. So I'm going to quickly go through some of those results. We'll start with the 8500 mod turbo, and taking the win in that class was BJ Wilkins with the bull ride. Second win for the year for him. Great to see him doing well. 311.27 was his distance. Second place was Jason Forrester with the Papa Smurf, going 306.78.
Point A to point B.
Huh?
Point A to point B. Out of board.
Oh, yeah. Third place was Tommy Williams with the Firestorm at 299.68. Fourth place went to Scott Kiskaden with the Bleeding Blue at 295.29. Fifth place went to Grant Heckman doing the driving on Antrim Tantrum at 279.27. Sixth place went to Jimmy Williams with some assembly required at 278.49. Seventh place went to Logan Smith with the Moody Blue at 219.37. And rounding out the class was Guy Gokenar with the stress test going 205.46. Next, we will jump over into the light limited turbo class. Taking the win was Ricky Tavner with the Red Tornado going 326.72. Second place was Adam Ritchie with the Pabst Blue Ribbon going 319.07. Third place was Cody Anderson with his International 1066 going 312.8. Fourth place went to Ben Flaherty Jr. with Smokin' Red going 310.80. Fifth place was Jason Caudle driving internationally known at 304.50. Sixth place was Sue Johnson with the Iron Maiden going 298.87. Seventh place was Mike Runkle with the Old Smoky going 294.63. Eighth place was Tabitha Samsel with Hot Mess Express at 196.95. And rounding out the class was Maxwell Watkins with the Total Chaos going 177.09. Next, we'll jump over into the 7800 modified class. Taking the win there was Ian Eriker with the Unstable going 318.69. Second place went to Dale Forrester with Track Fever at 316.31. Third place went to Andy Forrester with Nonsense going 311.96. Fourth place was Rick Wolf going with the One Too Many at 311.69. And rounding out the class of 5 was Scott Smith with Dream Machine going 240.26. Next, we'll go into the 10,000-pound Pro Farm. Had 7 tractors on hand for the night. Taking the win was Ivan Heslong with the Limestone Binder, going 310.94. Second place was Shandy Turner with the Foolish Fun at 309.22. Third place was Chris Pangle with the All Hooked Up, going 296.12. Fourth place was Mark Culbertson with Stitch at 290.56. Right behind him was Bobby Shipe with the Old Blue, going 290.53. Sixth place was Wes Dellinger with the Sheer Pin at 252.81. And rounding out the class of 7 was Anthony Hamrick with Beefy at 198.60.
If you have an old New Holland barrel, you'll understand shear pins, believe me.
Next class we'll do is going to be the 6,200 two-wheel drive truck class. 6 of them on hand. Taking the win was Rick Wolf with the Wolf Pack at 312.22. Second place was Ian Eriker driving the Village Idiots at 294.84. Third place was Eddie Ocker driving 8 Up at 284.10. Fourth place was Dale Forrester with the Bandit at 274.88. Fifth place was John Foley with Blessed at 273.81. And rounding out the class of 6 was Andy Forrester with Turn Back the Clock going 262.14.
Klub Kendra would not be Klub Kendra without EEP Pulling Videos.
There might still be a Klub Kendra, it would just be a lot smaller. All right, next we'll go into the 11,000-pound Hot Farm, and believe it or not, there was 12 tractors on hand.
Hang in there, Dwayne.
You might want to go over to Facebook.
Why?
You see the comment?
Oh.
First place in the 11,000-pound Hot Farm was Marshall Beidel with Marshall Law at 308.03.
Oh, no.
Second place was Josh Knight going 300.34. Third place was Mark Lawson at 298.29. Fourth place was Kenny Bauer at 295.32. Fifth place was Tommy Eppert at 292.55. Sixth place was Kenny Sandridge going 291.77. Seventh place was Donnie Gokenauer going 290.48. Eighth place was Austin Stoner going 283.92. Ninth place was Alan Berner going 272.14. 10th place was Jason Patterson going 259.72. 11th place was Ben Smelser going 171.41. And rounding out the class was Jake Jones with a scratch, unfortunately. And one more class for last Saturday night is going to be the 4,500 small block truck class, 8 of them on hand. Taking the win was Denny Shives with Alcohol Abuse going 312.24. Second place was Chris Lutzy with One Bad Bow Tie at 310.93. Third place was Travis Lutzy with Stomper at 309.53. Fourth was Jared Stoner going with his Ford that he calls the Silverback at 309.02. Fifth place was Tyler Shives with the Bootlegger at 308.44. Sixth place was Denny Stoner with Making Tracks at 305.10. Seventh place was Austin Stoner with Analyze This at 300.40. And rounding out the class was Derek Dice with the Mopar Magic 2. Then we'll jump over and we'll jump forward to the Grange Fair, the Center Hall, whatever you want to call it. We were there on Monday night with 4 interstate classes. The first class that will... What?
You going to let us talk?
Do you want to go over Beast of the East? Sorry. I was just like in my mode. Go ahead. Bring Dwayne on in.
women. Anyway, okay.
Go ahead. There
Hi
you
there,
go.
Dwayne. How are you, Dwayne?
I was just fine listening to Kendra. I was just fine. I was just fine.
I got an idea. You two do the show. I'm gonna take a break.
I think it should be the other way around. I think we need a break. No, just kidding. Didn't even start yet.
Damn.
So I heard Kendra start on the Grange Fair thing, and you cut her right off.
He did. He's like, "Don't stop, Dwayne."
It was Harrisonburg, Beast of the East, then Center Hall.
Okay.
So what's the deal? I'm
to the rules. Do what?
Am I supposed to? Hold on a minute. I'm turning my volume up a little bit just to make sure everything works
So
here.
you're well prepared.
Yeah, I couldn't find my physical papers.
Look what I got.
I got it on my phone right in front of me. I had to turn this. I had to turn
Well,
the 30-second screen thing off. You're more than welcome to read them things off, JR.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you should at least do the South track.
Oh, well, I got the
Who's
South
that? Pit side.
I got the South track up and ready to go.
You do that, and I'll take care of the others, as we like to say.
Well, I heard you put a good word in for us. Thanks a lot. We had a good show.
Well deserved.
And
Well deserved.
It
You guys
was
did a well of a job.
It was a little bit nerve-wracking. We had the cloud hanging over us from the Friday night incident the night before, and we've never had to put a show on with anything like that in the background. I mean, that soon. And so there was a lot of people floating ideas about this and that and whatever, and it was a little bit harder to focus on getting the show going. And then Mother Nature decided that she's going to throw weather our way, and some days you just have to focus on the task at hand and just forget about the weather. And that's what we did, and we managed to carry on throughout the evening and actually get all our classes in. And it didn't look like that was going to happen for quite a bit. So
I'll tell you what, I'm glad we finished when we did.
Yeah.
A couple miles down the road, I couldn't see to drive. I had to pull over. It was raining that hard.
Yeah, a couple of our guys on their way home had to pull over, and I was stuck in the registration shack, which is basically ready to fall over. And when it finally slowed down enough to go outside and actually think about getting to the truck, I kid you not, there had to have been an inch or an inch and a half of water, like in the grass.
Yep.
And my feet got soaked
Crazy.
to get 25 feet to the truck.
It was crazy. I mean, it rained, man.
We had a decent turnout. I didn't get around to counting all the hooks that we had, but we had enough of hooks to take us right up to almost the big storm. So on the South track, we started out with the street semis again, just to yes.
Somebody's father used to say, "Just the way I planned it." I wonder whose dad that could be.
Just the way I planned it.
I think his name's Kenny.
Oh.
Don't shy away, Kendra.
Just the way we planned it.
He
Well,
used to shoot T-shirts off at the Keystone Nationals down on the track, and he'd bounce it off a beam by accident or whatever. He goes, "Just the way I planned it." It was pretty comical.
do you know how nerve-wracking it is when somebody hands you a T-shirt cannon and says, "Okay, just go fire it into the crowd"?
Yeah, that happened to me at Keystone one night.
I had that experience one night too, and it was exhilarating after I figured out how to shoot it, but then the fun was over already. So, all right, South Track. We started off with street semis, and in number one we had James Huber with 3:16.83.
Never heard of the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Number two, Casey Livingood from Annville, 3:16.74. So that was almost one on top of the other.
I was very impressed with the Diamond T. Made one heck of a run for second place. He was knocking on Huber's door.
In third place was Nelson McCall from Delaware with 2:81.66. Fourth, Patrick By, Nottingham with 2:80.06. Fifth was Carl Saylor from Burnville with a 2:68.73. Sixth was Brian Etzweiler from Newmanstown with 259.37. I don't have them numbered. Next was Eric Hetrick from Burnville with 240.56, and then in the last truck was Mark Fessler from Wilmersdorf with a 137.21. A little bit of an issue getting off the line there for some reason. Do you want me to keep going down the track, or do you want to do the north track?
Yeah, go ahead, do your track, and I'll do mine, and then
All right.
Kendra can have it from there.
We started the 2-6 class, and we got rained out about 2/3 of the way in. So I think I'm just going to skip. We had to restart the class towards the end, but I think I'm going to do the 2-6 class next. In first place, we had Nick Kinneman with a 334.75. Second place was Jason Stauffer with a 328.87. Third place was Justin Horst with a 326.66. Fourth place was Kyler Zeckman with a 325.16. Fifth place was David Heller, 321.3. And sixth place was Matt Mace, 320.88. Following him was Chris Lloyd with a 319.7. And next was Luke Souter with a 315.52. So that rounds out the 2-6 class. After the 2-6 class, we moved into the 3-0 Limited Pro. First place went to Clint Mills with a 354.8. Second place, Chuck Dutter with a 343.21. Third place was Billy Mead with the old Jenny pulling team, 335.
One of the Jennies.
Yeah, it says on my paper, it says OGPY, so I'm not sure. With a 335.74. Fourth place was Rich Wolf with a 333.67. Fifth place was Greg Walker with a 332.4.
I'm sitting here answering. I'm sorry, Dwayne, talking to y'all, and you can't hear me because I'm muted.
Oh, that's fine.
Older Jenny. Yes.
Older Jenny. Okay.
That's what I was trying to tell you, but nobody can hear
me. Following him was Jason Heimbach with a 325.25. Next was Mark Andrews with a 322.62. Kervin Zimmerman, 318.1. John Weaver with a 313.68. Kyle Spickerman with a 311.99. And for some reason, Matthew Holbrook wasn't able to get off the line. I'm not sure if there was even an attempt, but he was broken, got pulled off. All right, and
Jenny Light.
With the Jenny Light. We then moved the Run What You Brung class in behind. We moved the Run What You Brung class in behind on the other track. So we've moved on to the. Oops, I got to go back. Where did I have it?
Steal my class.
No, I'm not going to steal your class with Wild Street.
Just kidding.
Wild Street Diesel. So we had 4 classes per side. So the last class, pushing it to get done before the rain, was Wild Street Diesel on the south track. In first place was Aaron, I don't know if it's Nemes or Nemes, with a 340.34. Second was Ron Brown with a 338.75. Third, Marlon Shirk with a 334.14. Fifth, Sam Unterberg with a 333.34. Fifth was Chad Lutz with a 330.85. Next was Matt Fessler with a 330.38. Following Matt Fessler was Nick Wanger with a 329.2. I just expanded out. After Nick Wanger came Ben Gelsinger with a 327.98. And after Ben came Tony Yutzi with a 327.79. And next was Lindell Steiner with a 327.46. Following that, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there was 10 more trucks following that, but I don't think I'll call them out if that's all right with you.
Up to you.
I'll let you go on the north track. So I think we had a total of about 20 some odd trucks, or 21 trucks in the street diesel.
Yeah, that was quite a bit. That last time was 22. I think this time is right around 22.
Okay. I didn't get the time to count them all out. I kind of got caught with this in surprise. I just got
21.
home a couple. Okay, 21.
21. Yep. Okay. I'll shut up and do my job finally. Oh. What am I doing? Is this right? Yeah, street gas. Yeah, street gas. That's what we started with.
Yeah. Yep.
On the north track, which is the announcer side, taking a win, Donald Eshelman. This is street gas 4x4 with his 74 Ford F350, 327.52. Had a well of a run. Second, Audrey Ferguson, the daughter of W.D. Ferguson, with her 2002 Chevy at 312.53. Third was Jim Myers with the Black Beast GMC at 306.01. Always a strong running truck. 1, 2, 3. Fourth was Chris Ragnar with an 81 Chevy at 293.61. Fifth was Doug Moyer with his therapy session Ford F250 at 287.06. Sixth was Corey Brown with his 81 Chevrolet at 277.99. Next, Alan Hack with his 88 Ford F350 at 276.13. I've done lost what position I'm in. So after that was Bruce Bowl with the running on Dreams, a 2003 Chevy at 275.19. Following him was John Price out of Rising Sun with his 2004 Chevy, 267.19. And then rounding out the class, Kyler Zimmerman with his 83 Chevy at 251.95. That was the class on that side. Was my side. I was filming that side before the rains hit. Then we got into the small block high output Appalachian Outlaws class. And I'm just going to do the final standings. 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks ran, and then there was a rain delay, as we spoke of. And then they came back and ran again. And taking the win. Oh, no, I did it for myself, didn't I?
You have the same problem I have.
Same problem. They're not in order. My apologies. I'll be right back.
You need to hold your magnifying glass over it so you can read the fine print.
Well, they're not in order. Finishing order.
Oh.
No. It's a bit of a problem.
So you're saying the ones I sent you is not in finishing order?
Nope.
Are you reading off the right paper?
Yeah, small block. It's got the first distances and their.
Oh, you have the one that has it penned in.
Yeah.
Yeah. There should be a second small block paper with the final tally on it.
You didn't send it.
Oh, hold on.
I ain't worried about it. I'm okay now. It's okay.
I didn't send it. That's terrible. Right here.
Just
should I read them off?
No. Taking the win was Brian Stumble with a 94 Ford at 314.01. Second was Brandon Stumble with this truck called Mutiny, 313.89. Let's do. Third was Brett Kalanovich. Hope I got that right. Money for Nothing at 310.04. Fourth was Jason Garris with his Chevrolet at 308.22. Fifth was Kim Freed, who ran 3 times alone in that class at 308.09. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, he rained out, then came back, pulled first, Came back, rehooked, and then he hooked again in the big block class. Crazy.
You know what he told me at the end of the track?
What's that?
After the second pull, he's like, "Man, I hope I have enough of gas to do the third pull." And he ended up doing like 4 pulls.
Yeah.
And, at the end of the 4th pull, I was like, "Guess what? You made it. You're still running."
That's funny. Okay, 6 was Joshua Sarver with the Cold Crusher Chevrolet at 301.42. 7th was Jim Matthews with his Plum Crazy Dodge, 297.51. 8th, Jim Bassinger with the 85 Chevy at 295.75, and rounding out the class, Mackenzie Thomas with the Baby Blue 85 Chevy at 271.32.
Yeah, I need to apologize. I'm sorry that I missed that one.
That's okay. See how quick I figured it out?
That's what happens when you send stuff at 1 o'clock in the morning or 12:30, whatever time it was.
Super modified run, what you brung. Kendra.
Big block. Big block first.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
You act like you were the
Yeah,
promoter.
we
or
were.
something.
Yeah, we were like one of the last classes.
they were the last class on that side, but you can switch them around. It
You
doesn't
sure
matter.
about that?
Not
Well, make me
positive.
go back on my video list and prove you wrong.
Oh, no. I don't want to start an argument with somebody that probably knows better than I do.
Just somebody play the Jeopardy theme real quick.
Oh,
I'm
no.
I
gonna
know we
check
were
this
late
out.
pulling. I didn't think they pulled anything after us.
All I know is that we were a little bit goofy with everything going on, and I know that the Run What You Brung didn't get called properly. It was like a last-minute deal.
I hate being wrong. I hate it when I'm wrong.
Yeah, we're back there eating burgers, and next thing they're
Yeah.
like, "You guys have 3 seconds to get to the scales."
And
Big
Kendra-
block high output. Appalachian Outlaws. I was wrong. You did it to me again, Dwayne.
Say what?
I'm kidding. Taking a win was Ronnie
He
Younger.
loaded in the rain. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Taking a win was Ronnie Younger with the Undertaker, and that's at 315.37 Chevrolet. Second was Gary Chambers with the Bandit at 313.95. Third was Mike Barr at 313.16. That truck's called the Sled Slayer. Fourth was Matt Moser with his Ford at 312.75. Fifth, William Campbell with the Blue Scalded Dog at 312.56. That's a Blue Ford. Sixth was Jason Barron with the Flying Farmer at 310.55. Seventh was Carl Barnhart with a stick-looking old 70 Ford. What's he call that thing? I forget. It has a name, but I can't remember what it's called. It's 310.33. 6, 7, 8th was Robert Markey Jr. with the Devastation Chevrolet, 308.94, followed by Tracy Troy with the Blue Past You Chevrolet at 308.41. Then we had Jeremiah Fake with his Chevrolet at 295.62, a local fellow. Kem Freed, I think we heard that name before tonight, with the Frogtown Favorite Dodge at 291.34. Following him was Luke Smeltzer with their team's Blue Ford. It's well known in the area, 284.23. Brent Shuey was right behind him with the 77 Ford at 282.34. And Ben Smeltzer with the obviously the same truck that Luke was driving. It was a scratch. He did not end up running it. So,
Yeah, those are two. I think they're twin brothers.
okay.
Now, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. I know that Billy has two boys that are the same age, and one of them ran at the August pull, and the second one ran it at this pull. Okay. So maybe he was trying to get the third kid on the truck yet for the year.
Okay, and then we'll round out the North Track with the super modified Run What You Brung. Taking the win, James Barter, diesel truck, baby, with the Barter Turbo Service Ford, 338.67. Second was Brad Berghoff with the Attitude Adjuster 2 at 337.34. Third was Jerry Berghoff.
Easy there.
She didn't correct me.
She doesn't have the sheet in front of her. She has no clue right now.
She knows where he finished. She's just
I know.
She knows I'm trying to poor leg. Anyway, Third was Norm Newswanger with the Chapter 11 Ford, another diesel truck at 335.86. Fourth was Jerry Berghoff with the Attitude Adjuster at is Attitude Adjuster reloaded? I can't remember. Attitude Adjuster.
I think one of them is reloaded. Yeah.
334.45. Fifth was Tom Hassler with the Twisted Addiction Ford, 331 and 2. I'm assuming that's 2-0. Sixth was Kevin Landis with the only two-wheel drive truck in the class with the PA Ridge Runner, old P Bucket, at 323.52, and the current points leader, or as we say, distance leader. That's how they determine their champions, is by distance pulled through the season. 323.52, and rounding out the class, Jeremy Denson with his two Disturbed Dodge at 318.36. And we got loaded up and we got out of there and hit a monsoon. But Super Pull was cool to see some new classes. And again, you guys knocked it out of the park, got it done.
Telling you, I think this class was a little bit more nerve-wracking than most of them because we had a 338 for the first hook, and we hadn't pulled any of the alcohol or the four-wheel drives. And as soon as I set the sled, decided that the sled operator just gave me a thumbs up, so we decided we're going to keep it. And as soon as I called sled set and we're on, my radio started chirping like, "Are you sure you made the right decision on that?" These guys could put 30 feet on him, and I'm telling you, I was a basket of nerves until the next truck went, and it fell short of what I was anticipating. So we actually had a decent class there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect it to go backwards. I expected it to go forward, but it was a good one.
You should never say as a promoter your track went backwards.
No, I meant that the trucks are coming forward. Being at the finish line flag, or they either come towards me or they start falling back. Gotcha. So it goes, most times it goes one way or the other. Yep. No, we're excited. I think, again, for next year, we want to try to do more stuff. This year was just one of those years. We've battled rain for 2 pulls, and I think next year is going to be an awesome year. It's just going to get better. So hopefully
Tommy doesn't get upset.
Tommy
Hassler, he don't get upset.
Oh, he's not upset at all. He was just happy to pull.
Yeah.
To answer, John T., your question, yes, definitely remember Phony Farmer. And he did coincide with Johnny Law. Know those tractors very well. I believe back in the early 2000s, he would have pulled, was it 7,800 or 7,500 modified back then for Interstate?
It would have been open, 78 open.
Yeah, it was 78 open back in the day. Yep, that's exactly right. Yep, I spent many, many, many weekends with Phony Farmer. It is actually still, it might even still be the same frame. Courtney runs it now with East Coast Pro Pulling as a 7,500.
It's actually a brand new chassis, new modern machine chassis.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phony Farmer has been around. I used to have, I might even still have like their original t-shirt from back in the 2000s. I can't wear it anymore because I was like 8 years old. But no, yes, very, very familiar with Phony Farmer.
Kendra, you turned around like you have old t-shirts hanging on your wall or something.
It's in the closet.
I've got a closet full of closet full of old shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, when I turn around, all I see is a bunch of deadheads.
No, I was wondering. I'm like, I wonder if it's still in this closet or if I have it in the other one.
Jerry moved, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So do I have permission now to go over Center Hall from Monday night?
Remember, I didn't stop you.
Do I have to wait?
Dwayne does not run us left for Rick, no.
No.
I guess I should put that up and let him answer it.
Oh, better. See my bald spot. Is that what you wanted?
All right. Center Hall Monday night. Very sad that I missed this poll. Going to the Grange Fair is usually one of my favorites, but life this week just didn't allow it. We had four classes on hand. The first was the 7,700 light limited tractors. Taking the win again was Ricky Tabner with the Red Tornado going 3:30.28. Second place went to Marty Smith driving the Ford 9600 going 3:12.15. Third place went to Matt Dersham with the other half at 3:11.02. Fourth place went to Jason Caudle with the internationally known at 3:08.42. Fifth place went to Kevin Grubb with his John Deere 4450 going 3:02.02. And rounding out the class was Sue Johnson with the Iron Maiden going 3:01.82.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The internationally known, what happened to the old Vikertone Express? That what he used to drive.
I do not know.
It seems to me, I think Darren bought that and that became Cicada. I could be wrong with that. But
it very well could have. I do not know the answer to that.
Yeah. Pretty sure Darren bought that tractor.
Oh, sorry. I'm also simultaneously getting updates from Lorray, so I'm checking in to see what's going on.
Gotcha.
Second class we had at Center Hall was the 4500 small block trucks. Taking the win was Austin Stoner with Analyze This going 3:28.27. Second place went to Travis Litzy with the Stomper at 3:25.06. Third place went to Jared Stoner Silverback at 3:24.72. Fourth place went to Denny Stoner with the Macon Tracks at 3:24.59. Fifth place went to Tyler Shives with the Bootlegger at 3:17 even. Sixth place went to Denny Shives with the 3:16.69. His truck is Alcohol Abuse. Seventh place went to Chris Litzy with the One Bad Bow Tie going 3:12.07. And right behind him was Derek Dice with the Mopar Magic 2 at 3:02.09. Then we jumped over into the 7800 mod class. Taking the win was Jason Michael with Untamed going 3:28.64. Second place went to Andy Forrester with the Nonsense at 3:23.89. Third place went to Rick Wolf's One Too Many at 3:17.55. Fourth place went to Ian Ericker with Unstable at 3:16.56.
Sorry, that was me.
Fifth place went to Dale Forrester with the Track Fever at 3:10.87. Sixth place went to Kirsty Robinson, speaking of Phony Farmer, with the Phony 2 at 3:09.62. And seventh place went to Rod Harnett with the Agitator going 3:07.45. Then we jumped into the 8500 mod turbo tractors, 9 on hand with an exhibition hook. First place went to Guy Gokenauer with the stress test going 3:20.30. Second place went to Scott Kiskadden's Bleeding Blue at 3:13.08. Third place went to DJ Boop with the High on the Hog at 3:06.22. Fourth place went to Corey Eberhardt with the Gold Edition at 3:03.99. Fifth place went to Caitlin Hauck doing the driving for her dad on the Little Stinker at 3:02.01. Sixth place went to Dakota Grove driving the Antrim Tantrum at 294.02. Seventh went to Jason Forrester with the Papa Smurf going 209.53. Eighth place was Aaron Eberhardt with Hammer Down at 202.23. And rounding out the class, unfortunately with a scratch, was Jason Forrester doing the driving on Bull Ride. Had a sled malfunction and Jason was unable to come back on that. And then Marty Smith was there with his Ford 9700 to do an exhibition hook. Don't have a distance for him, but he was on hand as well. What was that look for? You know what I did, and it's okay.
Oh, Lord, my back just took off on me all of a sudden here. Man, come. Don't ever get old, people. It sucks. Gosh. That's really weird. Anyway. Welcome to my life. Upcoming, yeah. Of course, Center Hall still ongoing. And what do you have anything for us from livestock we can talk about? Livestock, Woodstock.
Lorray.
Or Lorray. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in the 60s, man.
Beef goats, or cows?
I actually did get results from the 11,000 pound hunt farm. Looks like there was 12 tractors on hand.
Awesome.
Once again. I'll just go ahead and read down through them really quick. Marshall Beidle took the win again at 3:17.53. Second place went to Mark Lawson with his Ford 8600 going 3:16.18. Kenny Bauer took third with Rippin' Red at 3:14.85. Fourth place went to Tommy Eppert with the Snortin' Horse 3:05.16. Kenny Sandridge took fifth with the Old Herman at 3:02.52. Sixth place went to Jared Stoner with his Ford 9700 going 2:94.31. Seventh place went to Jason Peterson with Top Gun at 2:85.94. Eighth place went to Donnie Gokenar with the Working Man Blues at 2:48.25. Ninth went to Joshua Knight driving the Ford 9000 going 2:10.16. 10th place was Jake Jones with the In-Laws at 2:01. Okay. 11th place went to Ben Smelser with his International 1466 going 1:67.57. And unfortunately, 12th place was Alan Berner with his 1066 International that was disqualified.
Ooh. That gummin.
And that's all that I've got for now. Looks like the modifieds are running currently.
Live feed.
Huh?
Live feed.
Yeah, live stream. It
Live
pays
stream.
to know people. Do you want me to go ahead and do the next up and coming Interstate, or do you want to do East Coast first?
How about it?
Okay, up and coming for Interstate.
Huh?
Well, what I was going to say is this is going to be a co-sanctioned event with East Coast. It's going to be Gilbert, Pennsylvania, this Friday. The 6200 two-wheel drive trucks will be there. Then also on Friday, the Jefferson County Fair, their pools are happening on Friday and Saturday. Friday, the show starts at 6:30, and the 7700 light limited turbos are going to be on hand, as well as some stock gas trucks, farm stock classes, and the 6200 national four-wheel drive trucks. Saturday, their show starts at 3 p.m. With a whole slew of farm stock classes, 5500 all the way up to 185 if you like farm stock pulling. Also on Saturday night, they're going to have the 6,000 pound classic mods as well as the 4,500 small block truck class. Also on Saturday in Mont Alto, Pennsylvania, going to be a big show at the Fireman's Grounds. Both of our big block and small block mini tractor classes will be on hand, as well as a 10,000 pound Pro Farm, 8,500 mod turbo, 6,200 two-wheel drive Wild Street, as well as a 7,500 and 13,000 pound farm stock. Those will be speed limit monitored 8 miles per hour for the 75 and 12 miles per hour for the 13,000. Then on Sunday, go ahead and round out the week, is going to be Woodstock, Virginia. The 4,500 small block trucks will be on hand, as well as the 8,500 mod turbo, 10,000 pound Pro Farm, 7,800 mods, and the street diesel pick-em-up trucks will all be on hand. That's all I've got for this next upcoming weekend.
Yeah, I was seeing into the future for Woodstock. See? Seeing into the future.
I thought maybe you had a headache.
Give me time. East Coast Pro Pulling. Hitting the track. Actually, two places on August 25th, which is this Friday. We'll have along with your two-wheel drive trucks, we'll have our 6,200 pound modified four-wheel drive trucks will be at Gilbert, PA at the West End Fair, or the other West End Fair, or however you want to say it. But
East End Fair.
It is
East West End Fair.
Yeah. There you go.
The further east West End Fair. That's not confusing at all.
And then also Center Hall, Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. The Super Stock, Pro Stock tractors, modified tractors, and light pro tractors will be at Center Hall, at the Grange Fair. August 26th, 7 p.m. We're right back at the Grange Fair. at 7 p.m. with the Super Stock Pro Stock tractors. Modified tractors, 466 Hot Farm. The modified four-wheel drive trucks will come over from Gilbert, and the limited Pro Stock semis. The 5 classes of action on Saturday night. And then East Coast is going to be off for a couple of weeks after that. And actually, I'm lying to y'all. I forgot we got an addition.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start at 9/9, which is September 9th, for Dragon Motorsports for the first annual Mike Umps Memorial Truck and Tractor Pull at it used to be called Stonewall Raritan's at Frederick County Fairgrounds in Clearbrook, Virginia, i.e., also known as Western Winchester, Virginia. And I can't speak either, I guess. Also, 9/16 the following Saturday, 6 p.m. for you at the Umps Memorial Pool. And Berryville, I don't remember the start time for that. We'll go over that some more in the future. Stop laughing. Berryville, Virginia is a added pool to the East Coast Pro Pulling schedule with the Stewart classes. That's Super Stock, Pro Stock tractors, modified four-wheel drive trucks, diesel four-wheel drive. That's East Coast diesel four-wheel drive. 6,400 4x4 trucks. I'm sure I'm missing something, but we'll have a full, and we'll have, if I can get the screen sharing to work, we'll have some flyers to show you as well for those. That'll be coming next week, so we'll be back here next Wednesday, I'm sure.
Did you miss one?
Well, I haven't got to that particular one yet.
Oh, okay.
Who did I miss?
Is there a poll on September the 2nd?
September 2nd.
Maybe
for East Coast, yeah.
No, not those. And other polls. Oh, you're not at other polls. You don't do other polls.
Yeah, September 3rd. There's one in Sealands Grove.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where you got September 2nd from. Unfortunately.
What did I say? September 3rd. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
And that's
September 2nd is the Saturday.
Well, why do I have September 3rd?
September 3rd is Port Royal.
I just looked at my phone and I had September 2nd, but I thought I had it. No, it's September 2nd.
Okay, my bad.
I thought maybe I was in the wrong year. I don't know if you noticed, I was looking down. I was actually looking into the future here, into 2024.
Yes, it is the 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Sealands Grove, Pennsylvania. I had it wrote down, but I was looking at a different pack of papers. Work schedule versus pulling schedule.
It's all right. I didn't want to mess you up. I just
and we will go over also on the 3rd. Delmarva Tractor Pullers has a antique tractor pull in Earlville at 8 a.m. and usually it'll get started about 10 or 11 a.m. So 8 a.m. is when they open registration. That's in Earlville at the Indian Acres Campground.
Did I tell you I was working last Saturday evening?
No, you didn't.
I was flagging.
Aware, but now I know where. Okay.
I was flagging semis, and I got to meet all the guys from the limited pro stock semis, and I got to see some of the handiwork that was done for extended safety equipment. So that was pretty interesting.
Cool.
Got Dave Greek went and gave me the whole rundown on his truck, and I got to see everything that he did, and very good job, nice and clean. And
you're going to see that a lot.
Yeah. So I was pretty impressed with a lot of the stuff that was done in short notice.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
James Westervelt, thanks for joining us. 4 a.m. does come quick. Ask Kendra. She'll be right up there with you at 4 a.m.
I need to be on the road at 4 a.m.
Yes.
You'll be all right. You get to sleep because you don't have to drive, right? Don't give me that look. She's like, let's keep the driver awake.
Yeah, supposedly I didn't realize this, but I am supposedly supposed to be the navigator. I didn't know that. But
Well, it should
I
be
did
pretty.
not sign up for that duty. I signed up for like snack bag and stuff
Okay.
like that. But no, I learned that the hard way at 2 a.m. going to Shelbyville, Kentucky.
Mm.
No, I don't get to sleep. Sometimes I'll take a little tiny nap, and that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have more results from
Oh,
Blu-ray
nice.
Virginia real quick.
Okay.
The 7,800 mods, looks like there was 5 of them on hand tonight. Jason Michael takes the win again with Untamed at 287.03. Second place went to Ian Ericker with Unstable at 280.9. Third place went to Andy Forrester Driving Nonsense at 262.33. Fourth place went to Dale Forrester's Track Fever at 255.88. And last place went to Scott Smith with the Dream Machine at 222.9.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
that
cover.
is not even cool.
We
got there just fine, I'll have you know.
Good.
And we only missed one turn on the way home.
Well, I gotta say, with a big with a big trailer like that, you don't want to mess up too bad because you could get yourself in a pickle mighty quick if you're not careful.
Well, we didn't have the trailer on the way home. The trailer stayed in Kentucky, so we didn't technically miss it. We just went down the street a little further.
Yeah.
So it was all good. It was all good.
So you got to get your navigation takes you back to Kentucky to get the trailer before you get to Lyons, Indiana, or how?
No, I believe the trailer is being delivered. At least that was the plan when we left Kentucky.
Nice.
So a good friend of ours still lives down there, so he's gonna bring it up for us.
Mr. Vay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll definitely be nice. We can get out there a little quicker. He has some stuff he wants to do on the truck before this weekend, so I'm sure that's why we're leaving so gosh darn early, but it'll be okay. So
beating all the traffic.
Yeah. Sure.
I've never been to the Lyons, Indiana event, but I think I've been. I was at the Terre Haute site.
Yeah.
I don't know, 10, 11 years in a row. So we'll see. Maybe if we get Matt's truck together sometime in the near future and run good, maybe we can go next year. We'll see.
Sneaking right in here for September 2nd, Simmons Road. 6:30 p.m. The classes will be the Light Pro Super Farm tractors, 10,000 open, 2.6 Pro Street diesel trucks, Pro Street gas trucks, 3.0 Limited Pro diesel trucks, and the Run What You Brung 4x4 trucks. $10 per person, 12 and younger are free. Cross will be the sled, and rules can be found at www.sctpapullers.com. 500 Oak Colony Road in Simmons Grove. There, I didn't.
No, Deb, thank you for providing the results.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm done now. If we missed anybody, we apologize. And again, next week this was kind of really thrown together at the last minute, kind of, sort of, so to have a show tonight. So.
Yeah, it was last minute.
Yes. Yes, it was. But we got
on to bigger, badder, better things.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. I don't know what my decision for pulling this weekend will come tomorrow. So right now, it isn't looking too good. Just one of them years.
You'll wake up tomorrow morning and everything will be towards the better, and you'll be like, "Yep, let's go." No,
I don't think so. Got too much stuff going on here. I could be wrong. But we'll see. I was asked not to go, so.
no.
Sometimes you got to listen to the ladies in your life.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
The two you have to live with here are asking you not to go, so because there are things going on and help's needed, so we'll see. I may still win. Highly doubtful, but we'll see.
Well, don't worry.
Summers. I remember Deborah Summers. How's Deborah Summers?
She's the inside lady, I assume.
Yeah, she's the one there.
With
She's
Lorraine.
a very busy lady tonight. I'm surprised she's checking in. Maybe she's making sure that I'm giving the results she's sending.
Got it under control, man. She's got it under control. 10-4.
Well, if we hang out enough here, we might get the next class.
No, they're only starting the second of 8 tractors. So
Now I've had about enough for one night. I'm pretty tired.
yeah, I've still got to pack.
moving.
So
I don't want to hold Kendra up.
yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate everything.
Dwayne's got to have ice cream with the kids. So
That's done. We were at Rita's and came back home, and I forced them to shovel it. No, actually, it wasn't that bad. We had a good time. Yeah.
hurry up and eat your ice cream.
Yeah.
How can you have any ice cream if you don't eat your meat?
Well, that's why we got smalls, because I know that if you order smalls, it doesn't take as long to eat them.
Yeah.
Now we all know
Small
because
ice
they're
cream is
cheaper.
just not. It's just should not be a thing.
2 of 8 mile
Oh,
turbos
yeah.
have pulled.
No, actually, the portions were, yep.
Yeah, I just got the second distance.
And how are we looking, Kendra?
Moody Blue went 300.44 feet, spun out of the hole, but had tons of RPMs.
Yes.
Papa went 297.89 feet. No explanation on what he did or didn't do. So that's what's happening.
That's what's happening. Papa.
She
You're
won't be
happening,
packing.
Papa.
She'll be setting up watching the live feed at the pool till
No.
10 o'clock.
Well, I'll pack. I have to finish packing my clothes. I've got laundry in right now.
Dwayne,
And
when pickles are involved, it's a whole different story for that girl.
I got a half a gallon of them tonight.
no, so
$2, man. Good deal.
I probably won't make it to the pro farms because they're last class.
You can do what I did tonight. I put the podcast on and stuck it in my pocket, and as I was getting all my stuff ready, I was listening to what was going on. That way, it wasn't out of the loop and come in here not knowing what was going on.
That right there's a smart feller.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what was trying to play when I turned my phone on.
Okay.
10-4. Well, we sure do appreciate you coming on here, Dwayne.
Yes.
I won't
thank
call you by the other name I call you. That's okay.
Oh, that's all right.
But anyway, we appreciate everybody coming on here. We're right at the 1 hour and 3 minute mark. Wow. And we'll be back next Wednesday, hopefully with more good news and more big results. And we'll see from there. I don't know. I hope to get to go, but we'll see. Kendra, I'm sure you'll have a nice full report for us from
Absolutely.
out yonder. So
From Shy Diesel, from wherever else we are, I'll have everything. Maybe, possibly.
Did you do the Kentucky results in the beginning?
nope.
No, we did not go over Kentucky results. We're not talking about Kentucky.
Uh-oh.
Must have had a bad weekend.
I will not ask.
We're
anymore.
going to hope the changes that are being made on tomorrow will lead to better results. So that's what we're going to say. No, we had a great time. It was eye-opening to be with different competition. So we, instead of pulling with the 3 trucks you pull with every weekend, you're pulling with 9 very stout trucks. So it was a little eye-opener to what we're going to have at Shy.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Listen, I'm
What
just
are you
saying
trying to
what
say?
that guy at
It's not
Delta
3, it's
said
4.
that no, I guess.
He's got to run against himself too.
Yeah, we got to run against ourselves. So, Fred, I definitely will. We've got changes in the works. We're gonna.
Now I got a problem with this.
Oh, okay.
I got a problem with Fred Hoke here.
Uh-oh.
We boys and everything, Fred. We boys. But if your butt can get on here and visit the live chat, your butt can come on here and do a show. And I'm going to remember that next year. I'm just kidding.
Well, I've
But the
seen
wife did an awesome job earlier this year.
I seen a bunch of videos, pictures, and stuff like that from the last couple weeks from Bowling Green and from Kentucky, and it looks like a lot of good running stuff out there, and a couple of crazy crazy upside down tractors.
Yeah, it's been different.
About as shy as I am.
I wish I wasn't so lazy. I'd get back on the road and travel some more. I put a, by the way, check it out this evening. I put up a 1998 video of Grand National two-wheel drive trucks from Fort Recovery, Ohio. Absolutely one of my. I've been to Bowling Green, but it's just something about Fort Recovery. I just loved going to Fort Recovery twice a year. I made darn sure we were in Fort Recovery for the Enderley when it was there, and the earlier event in July. But it's pretty cool. Check it out. There's some cool trucks in there, and so a lot of them trucks are still running today. New ownership. Unfortunately, some of the owners have went on that are in that drivers and owners that went on that's in that video, and it's always cool to just, it's a 20-minute video because there's a lot of trucks. It's not a Bowling Green, but there's a lot of trucks. A lot of stuff always showed up at Fort Recovery. So check it out. Yeah, I send it shaky because I'm filming with a freaking camera up on my. I can't remember if I was filming. No, it's probably, yeah. I think I might have had one sitting on my shoulder back in those days. 1998, yeah. So.
See you Friday.
I hope to, Fred. I'm not sure if I can make it yet. I have plans to be there, but we'll see.
Battle's not over.
The battle is not over. The battle, actually, Dad's doing well. Are you talking about something else? Oh, here.
Yeah.
Well,
you said you might win yet, and I was like, I considered that a battle of wits or something.
No, it's really not a battle. Just I understand they don't want to be here by themselves, especially when you're down to your one driver that's left here is in a lot of pain sometimes. So hopefully that's resolved soon. But anyway, I'm done discussing medical issues at this house, at this property. It's crazy. So if I'm there, I'm there. I'm gonna do what I can to be there. So that's it. Kendra's got T-minus 7 hours. Not in that 6.5.
Yeah, because I have to leave.
5.5. 5.5. We got to shower. We got to do our hair. We got to do this. We got to do that. Oh my God! We got to load the Jeep. We got to make food.
I've already showered, so that step is done. Okay. So I've just
make sure the navigator's hair is done right, or we might not find the place.
Well, I'm hoping to just have the hair done for when we're in the winner's circle.
Oh,
and,
nice.
That's where my brain is.
That's social media.
Yep. Got to get ready for the pictures. So
big
wave.
Yeah, doing the princess way.
So you're not taking anybody along as like a makeup or hair artist to get you all prepped up when that comes?
He already complains about how much stuff I bring along. I probably shouldn't add a whole nother person.
Deborah, get ready. You might be going to Shine.
No, I am definitely not that girl. So definitely not.
Okay.
Although we did get new crew shirts made. Chapter 11 is stepping up in the world.
Pretty crazy.
I really twisted his arm for those, but no. No, so it's all good.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I'm not trying to rush out of here, but I'm tired and I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Kendra, I know you got a bunch to do. Dwayne,
thank
you again, and I'm sure we'll see you very soon at a pool.
Yep, I'll be here.
Okay. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. The Pickle has put an extra trailer on the back of the Holler.
He actually jokes that I'm going to have to start taking a trailer behind the Jeep.
Kendra's got to fit somewhere.
Yeah.
My goodness, you got to have a bar. You got to have a dancing floor. You got to have those pole thingies.
Hey, should I? Insider info, Insider info, JR. He's looking for a bigger trailer. I think I know why. I seen that post on Facebook.
Yeah, he's looking for a toter home or something.
Yeah.
Big
He's
one.
looking for a toter, but it has nothing to do with me. Although I will welcome a shower, because the showers at Kentucky, the lights in the room are motion detected, and there's no motion detector sensor in the shower.
Oh no.
And the lights only stay on for like a minute and a half without any motion. So you have to strategically place all of your shampoo and soap and towel while you're showering.
Oh,
jeez. You can't see it. So
you don't have like the golf club or the stick with the flag on to hang over the shower door?
No, because there's a metal door in between.
Oh, no.
It was interesting. It was a good time.
That's how you conserve water. Get them out of there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It works too, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, kids. Thanks for joining us tonight. Like, subscribe, share. It helps us keep going on this wild YouTube roller coaster here. But anyway, we'll be back next Wednesday, Lord willing, with some good news and some updates and more pools coming. That's a couple more pools. Like I say, I'll have the flyers up for next week for those. And by all means, I will emphasize once again, September 9th, the first annual Mike Sump Memorial Truck and Tractor Pull. That should be a look back towards the old days of modified four-wheel drive truck numbers like you just don't see today. That event should be 20 plus trucks, hands down. Everybody should be in Winchester. It's Clearbrook, Virginia. Address is Winchester, Virginia, to the rest of the pulling world. And that's the home of Mike and Willie Umps, and Mike's daughter Kelsey is putting this pool on with HH Umps and a bunch of other sponsors. Again, we'll have the banner. The flyers are going to be they're probably already on Facebook, so you definitely want to check it out. Make plans to come do that. Help support, two great events. Even the September 16th, Berryville, Virginia. We're looking at 3 events there next year, just for East Coast Pro Pulling after this one. So we want to pack the stands there, get plenty of poolers there, and put on a good show. So it's good to be going back to Berryville and Winchester. I'm looking forward to going back down there. So that's all I got. I'm done running my mouth. We'll see you next Wednesday I know, I'm trying to be done. Next Wednesday, we'll shoot for 7 p.m. so it ain't so late. So with results and all the winners. Until then, I don't know if Dwayne gets exciting, gets busy at a pool, or has some information from his exciting drag racing coming up. Maybe he can come on for a few minutes and tell us about that. Why not?
I was planning on heading to Central PA in 2 weeks, so we'll see. Unless I decide to schedule vacation instead.
Well, next Wednesday's only a week, so.
Oh, next Wednesday, yeah. I can give you all kinds of exciting stuff. I'm sorry.
Now you know who had all the ice cream tonight.
I thought you were talking about the near future, not the next week.
I try to just live week by week, so that's enough to worry about. So, okay. Appreciate everybody signing in tonight and checking it out. Chat was very nice. Good to see a bunch of people in there. And if we missed a question, we apologize. And we'll see everybody next Wednesday.
Adios.
And good luck to anybody going to Shide, et cetera, et cetera.